Welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Ladies and gentlemen, we're clocking in today with some chart requests over here from the Discord family Spartans. It has been a massive week for both stocks and cryptocurrency. I hope you guys are all in the green and staying on top of things here. I'm going to be answering your guys' requests inside of this video. Remember, if you are new, feel free to drop requests over here in this thread, and we are going to be covering all of these names today. We got Bitcoin. XLM was actually one that I wanted to call out here at the beginning of this video and just show you guys super bullish on XLM and both XRP. I like XLM because of how far the wave is down here. Okay, you guys can see the time to buy was back here in 2020. The price was about 3 cents. It went all the way up to 80 cents a coin. That is that's almost a 3,000% move if you were entering down in this area during this time, right? Consolidation. Okay, if you come over here to the cheat sheet, we have our beautiful cheat sheet here in the Discord. The smart money loads up when nobody's talking about it, right? Nobody's talking about XLM, XRP, anything like that. That is when things are going sideways, right? It's not exciting. There's not a big move up or a big move down, or there's nothing going on. Right, so some of these coins haven't really moved some of them didn't even really move in the last bull market back a few months ago, right? If you look at Dogecoin right now, everyone's hyped about Dogecoin. And I still think Dogecoin's going to be going up here because, again, we called this dot out back in October at around 11, 12 cents. It's sitting at 20 cents now, okay? But something like XLM, like some of these cryptos, especially the payment cryptos, like HBAR, Algorand, XLM, like all these names, XRP, I believe are going to run really hard. And that is just because a lot of them haven't really moved in a long time. They haven't had one of these parabolic moves, right? You can look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's all the way up here. And I'm not saying Bitcoin's not going to continue on. I just think there's going to be a lot bigger gains in stuff like XLM, Algorand, right? You look at Algo. Algo was, again, just sideways here, not moving, but the wave is way down here. So as traders, right, the first thing we're focused on here on this channel with our strategy is the monthly chart. Where is the monthly chart? Are you buying down here, or are you the guy buying up here? Okay, up here is this part right here, right? Delusion, greed. Everybody's talking about it, right? If my general rule of thumb is if they're already talking about the coin or the stock that you're looking to invest in, if it's all over Twitter, if it's all over the news, right? It's too late. You're too late to the party. It's called the stealth phase for a reason, right? Nobody's talking about it, right? Smart money. Okay, these are the billionaires, the trillionaires, right? The smart people who invest when nobody else is talking about it. And it's easy to identify when we're in this range just by looking at the chart and just seeing, look, major sideways action, okay? Major sideways action. Look at XRP, major sideways action, okay? Look at HBAR. HBAR's been decent, okay? Well, see, this one ran up to 18 cents, then dropped off. I think there's a better chart on this. Okay, again, this looks sideways to me. It had this huge run up, okay? This is where the majority of people are buying. I can't tell you how many times I dropped that Dogecoin video, and everybody and their mother was like, oh, I bought Dodge. Not everybody, but, I bought Dodge at 60 cents. Well, that's because you guys bought after everybody was already talking about it. It was in the news, and you saw that your favorite Twitter influencer was tweeting about it, so you decided to buy it up here. Well, guess what? That is where the smart money is selling. Smart money's selling up here because the smart money, think about it. These are the politicians. These are, right, big influencers like Elon Musk and some of these other, CNBC and all the news channels. They're all owned by the smart money, right? If you guys look it up, 90% of the United States media is owned by like 6 corporations. So that means 6 CEOs have all the information, right? They put out all the information. And in my opinion, it's not very hard for 6 people to get together and say, hey, this is what we're going to do today. Okay, we're going to pump up Dogecoin. We're going to make all these retail investors, right? Typically, we're the sheep, right? Not us, because we know what we're doing, but we want to be trading with the smart money. So I like this request here for XLM. It's a good one, okay? And I really like that we have the first green doji candle forming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months after 7 months of red. Okay, and I think this green dot's going to come this week. I'm sorry, this month or next month. If it doesn't come this month, it's definitely going to come next month. And like I said, my only position right now is XRP. I'm all in on XRP right now. And I'm just going to ride it, dude. I'm going to ride it because I think everything that has been prophesied is coming true with these coins, with these payment coins. The shift is going from the fiat dollar over to cryptocurrency. Names like XRP, XLM, Algorand, HBAR, even CRO are all going to benefit. So great request there to start this off. And I'm loving XLM. XLM looks really, really good to go long on. And again, then you just got to hold XLM, right? If you're long on the position, yeah, you can take profits on the way up. But if I'm looking at a monthly chart, I want to trade when this thing's back up here, right? When this wave is back up here. That might be 4, 5, 6 months from now, right? But you could see when the wave's up here is when the price is very overextended. And this is when you want to be exiting because you don't want to ride this all the way back down. This is a 2-year period of time where it's just going down, 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 down. And to me, it looks like it's just getting ready to reverse here. So great request there. Let's take a look at these other ones. I'm actually going to drag this over here onto my other screen for you guys so I don't have to keep going back and forth. But like I said before, if you guys are new to the channel, I do these chart request videos once or twice a week. So just drop your requests over here, and I'll go ahead and answer those for you guys throughout the week. So I'm going to start way up at the top from ZK13. He requested HOPR, and this looks like a chart request too. So again, with our strategy, what we're looking for is a green candle on the monthly. That's the first thing we're trying to identify. Okay, we want to start our position on one of these candles and then ride it all the way up. So right now the monthly is not green. Yes, the daily is green, but again, as traders, right, take a look at Bitcoin. We want to trade with the trend, right? We want to trade when the candles are green on the monthly. Okay, so once we get the first green candle, just like we did over here in January of 2023, where the price was $18,000 to $19,000 on Bitcoin. This was about a year and a half ago. This was called out inside the Discord, as was this green dot, and this green dot was called out at the beginning of the month as well. So when it's green, right, we don't want to buy Bitcoin when it's going down, when it's red, 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 red. That's called catching a falling knife. You need that confirmation of that first green candle. And again, Hopper does not have it. So once we get the green candle, that's when we can take a look at the smaller time frames like the daily chart. Okay, because the daily chart, right, the monthly chart, one of the monthly candles is 1 month's worth of time. Okay, one daily candle is 1 day's worth of time. So there's 30 of these candles on the daily chart in one monthly. So the goal, right, is to get that, is to identify that breakout, right? That green candle, boom, we got a breakout. And then what we want to do is use the same exact idea with the trading indicator and come back down here and place our entries on the daily. So the daily, we're like pinpointing our entries, right? We use the monthly, think of like you're in battle and you're shooting a gun. Okay, you're shooting, right? The monthly chart, you got to aim. Okay, once you get the green candle in the monthly, that's when you're locked in, right? Boom, you're on target. And then you want to look on the daily and then pinpoint. We enter on the day of the green dot, and Hopper does have a green dot here today, but it looks like it's up like 8%. Okay, but we want to enter on the day of the green dots when the monthly is green. So this one is still red, so I wouldn't be touching Hopper here. Denoodle requested SOUN. I believe this is SOUN. This is an AI stock. And see, so this one is green. Okay, we have green candles here. The direction is going up. It's not going down, it's going up. As traders, we want to trade with the trend. We want to go with the trend. If the chart is going up and to the right, that's where we want to be in on the daily now, looking for positions. So this one has earnings coming up here on the 12th. It looks like the 12th of November. That's next Tuesday. It's up very, very big today. Up 17, almost 20, over 20% in the last 3 days here. And they have earnings. So earnings next Tuesday. I would look to take profits on this one probably into Friday. I'm guessing it's probably going to hit around 7. But if you guys look at our Bollinger Band here, okay, this is also part of our trading indicator. Okay, these green and red lines. So if you look at the chart, okay, the closer to the green line that you get, the better it is to buy, right? And then the closer you get to the red line, that's where it's where you want to be selling, right? We could also use the stochastic RSI, which is this light blue line. This light blue line will also tell us a good time to sell. Typically, I like to sell when this light blue line hits this white dotted line down here on the indicator, or we are getting close to the red line here on the Bollinger Bands. So SOUN, right, now that we're into this red line, okay, we do not want to be taking action on that. The time to trade this was back here on Tuesday when you got this doji reversal candle here. And you could see vice versa, the light blue line, when that's at 0, right, the 0 line right here, boom, that's when you want to look for an entry. So when the candle is green on the monthly, just like it is here in November, okay, you want to look for the daily green dots, right? You got that signal yesterday, and now it's up, what, 15, 16% yesterday off of that dot. Okay, the best time to actually enter was before that green dot on this doji candle here, okay, because we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 candle pullback. My generic rule on the daily is I want to see at least a 4 candle pullback, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and then I want to get in, right? And then the stop loss on this would have been at the bottom right there at 5. Okay, you would have been entering on this candle right here. This was on Tuesday. This was 2 days ago. Boom, there's a 25% trade right there. Beautiful setup. But I would be looking to take some profits on this one. I think this probably goes to about 7 and pulls back. And then, like I say in pretty much every video with stocks, holding into earnings is a gamble. Okay, you guys saw AMD this week or last week. Okay, we identified the green candles on the monthly, right? We were all hyper bullish on it. Okay, we identified the green dot right here before their earnings. Okay, there was the green dot. It shot up 10%. It went from 154 all the way up to about 170. And then what happened? They missed their earnings. You guys see that? They missed their earnings, and it caused it to sell off. Okay, so I can't predict whether a company's gonna beat or miss their earnings. Okay, the only people that know that are probably the CEOs and the people who are in control of the finances. But if you enter on a green dot on the daily, right, you have to sell on a red dot, okay? The red dot, and again, guys, this strategy isn't 100%. I'm thinking it's more 75 to 85% accurate if you're using it as I'm explaining it, okay? But if you're buying a green dot, you can sell the red dot, right, and then you don't have to go through this dip, and then you can get back in on the next green one. So AMD, I think this was actually a request from somebody else as well. But right now, okay, it's trying to push up. So the stop loss on this is currently 139. Call it 139.50, but it's got a green dot here today. So you can maybe move that up to like 140. I'd put it right there at probably 139.50 is what I would call it. So really on this trade right now, you're risking about 5%. Okay, you're risking 5% on the trade. What you can do is get in here to the hourly chart, and you can wait for a pullback on the hourly now. You see how the hourly is just way up here. Okay, it's given a red dot on the hourly. So what you could do is wait for a pullback and a green dot on AMD if you want to play it. I just don't like it because this candle is red now, right? We got a monthly red candle. So I do not like that. Yes, it's trying to reverse here today, but because the candle is red on the monthly, I can't trade it because it's just part of my rules. As a trader, you got to be disciplined, folks. You got to be really, really disciplined as a trader. Okay, every box needs to be checked. I have my trading rules right over here inside the Discord, and I follow these to the absolute T. Okay, I do not stray away from them. Okay, because the minute you start straying away from them and making excuses is when you start to lose big time on your trades. So I don't like AMD here with that last candle red. So SOUN up 15% today. Yes, it could beat their earnings, right? They could beat their earnings. They missed their earnings last time by like 24%. So in my opinion, it'd be a gamble to hold into earnings. So I'd probably be looking to take profits today, tomorrow, or Monday before that earnings. If you got in here or on yesterday's dot, congratulations, you're up 20, 30%. That's a really good trade. Most people are happy with 5% a year. So nice trade there. Next request here is from ZK13 in the Discord. We got SEI. Okay, SEI was also one I took a position on this green dot. I got stopped out here on this red candle. I think I only lost probably 2 or 3% there. Okay, because again, my entry was on the green dot candle. Okay, right here, it pumped up, had a nice day, 5%, and then sold off into the election. I just wasn't comfortable holding it into the election with the red dot, but it looks to be going back up now. So you got the green dot on this candle. You want to watch and make sure 35 holds. Really, you guys don't want to set a stop loss until you get the red candle, right? Until you get the red dot. I would be a holder of this name as long as the last dot remains green, okay, on the daily, because, ooh, seeing we got a monthly red. So this one's a tough one, right? This one's a tough one to judge. Okay, we identified the green, right? The green candles. It's sold off into the election, but these are two massive candles. I mean, that's 20% in a couple of days. Recovering pretty hard there. I'd watch 34. Okay, my original stop was, I think, 36 or 37. I think it was 36. And again, once that candle broke, once I saw the red dot, okay, that's when you set the stop loss at the bottom of the candle with the red dot. That is my typical strategy for setting a stop loss. Okay, I don't want to guess what level we're going to bounce at. It's just boom, if a red dot appears, okay, that is where I want to set my stop loss. At the bottom of the candle, I get the red dot on. Does that make sense to everybody? So as long as the candle is green, we are holding, okay, on the daily. But when you get a red one, just like we got right here, you set the stop loss at the bottom of that, which was 36 cents. It broke down, went all the way down to 32, pumped back up. We got the green dot yesterday, and then it absolutely ripped. So I'd actually be looking to target this one at about 50 cents for a trade there. It's already up 20% off the last couple of days. They really flushed the market down those 5 days into the election, and now they're pumping it back up. So 50 cents is where I'd look to take profits on this one. If we get a red dot in the next couple of days, you're going to want to sell, but I don't see that thing coming. Okay, I don't see the red dot coming with this kind of price action here. Yes, we might dip down to like 39 or something, but these are two very strong candles. Let me check the volume for you just to confirm that we got some volume coming in here. And yes, big volume yesterday and pretty good volume here today. So SEI doesn't look bad, but in my opinion, you're a little late to the party, up 20% already. So watch for this thing to pull back to, I don't know, 38 or so. If you get a pullback on the hourly, okay, that's where you can look to enter. Okay, we had one go off a couple hours ago. So if this trend continues, right, this level should hold here at 39999. So 39, okay, where you can move it down one deviation at like 37. But this looks good. Okay, you don't got to worry about anything until you see a red dot. And again, I like to take profits when this blue stochastic RSI gets back up here to the white dotted line, or we go into this red line here, just like we did back in this area. Boom, we take the trade. Okay, we take the trade. And vice versa with that red line up here, right? When it goes into the green line, that's also a good time, right, to purchase, to buy, right, to go long. Okay, the closer to the green line, the better. Okay, and then once you get to the red line, okay, on the Bollinger Bands, that's when you want to look to sell. Okay, when we get to the red line, that's typically when this blue line will be pretty close to the white line as well on our trading indicator here. So SEI, okay, big move, big volume. So watch that one. Watch for a red dot there. AI, the stock of AI. I made a video on this one yesterday, I believe. I like this one. I remember this chart is setting up pretty nice. It has that monthly green dot. So the monthly green dot is our indication that, yes, we're going long on this asset. And this thing could absolutely explode here. I really, really like this signal here on the monthly. It's coming up here in November. Okay, that's a beautiful signal. Looks like they got earnings coming up in December. So you're quite a ways away from their earnings call. So you got some time. It's exploding off this dot from Tuesday. This dot was called out on Tuesday at about $25. Okay, $25 here. And it's exploding to the upside. It's already up over 15% off of this signal here, but you can see it's getting pretty close to that white dotted line here. So I just continue to move your stop loss up, right? Move this up to 26, call it 26.50 here. Okay, 26.50. What's the weekly look like? Good. And then the monthly just looks excellent. Okay, the monthly looks excellent. So ride this one out. Okay, probably look to maybe take some off at 30, maybe 32 up here. Looks like we got resistance from back here, but really nice move there. And the monthly chart looks really, really good. Okay, really, really good with that signal way down there. That's the first one we've gotten this deep since this stock has been a thing, right? There was a lot of volume pumping in this area. Thing went from 12 all the way up to 52, pulled back, and it's just kind of been consolidating like we talked about at the beginning of the video. So AI looks good. I really, really like that one. That one's on the watch list. It's been on the watch list since Monday, and it got the signal there on Tuesday. So ride that thing out. Either wait for a red dot or wait for this thing to hit this stochastic RSI up here. I'd be watching the hourly on this one. Okay, you'll probably get a pullback maybe into 26.50 and a bounce. That's what I'd be looking for to enter, but I'd be long on it right now with this monthly dot being green here on AI. KAS, I believe this is a cryptocurrency, and you can see crypto red. Okay, red. I don't want to touch it. Okay, we do not catch falling knives. Do not catch falling knives. We already covered SEI. How about TIA? TIA is also still red on the monthly. So again, wait for the green reversal here on the monthly chart, and that's what I would be waiting for there. Again, I don't even think about buying stuff unless I see a green candle on the monthly or a green dot. You can see this is the watch list from this week, folks. We posted this on Monday. If you didn't watch the video, go ahead and check that thing out. But you got names like Zillow. I think everything on this list is green this week. Okay, Zillow beat their earnings this week. Boom, up 36% on their earnings. That's up 23% today. Neo is still holding 5. You can see they liquidated some people there at 5, but we got a green dot today on that. Solana just absolutely blasting off. Shopify, nice move this week. Baba, okay, trying to explode here. Got another green dot today. So you can see sometimes there's manipulation down here. It goes green, red, green, red, green. That's why you got to watch the levels. So that Baba support level ended up being like 94, what was that, 94.83. Lit up this week. Net up big this week. Baidu up 3% today. HD still hanging on there. Silver's actually down this week. UPS, this is one of my favorite plays this week right here, folks. Okay, today showing up with a green dot. It's not a very big market cap play or low market cap play. It's a low risk, low reward play, but I really like this setup on UPS going into the holiday season. Bitcoin up big this week. The next request, I believe, was, and Riot was up huge this week too. Okay, we called this one out Monday too. We got the signal right there. Rip. Okay, absolutely ripped. DJT getting hit hard today. Everyone's going long on it, but looks like they're flushing out everybody. So it'd be awesome to see DJT back down here at like $9. Okay, we're just waiting on that green dot. One showed up yesterday on this candle, but it faded away. Okay, and they gapped it down today. They gapped it down. Trump probably sold some shares or something like that. But this thing had an insane move off of the green dot here. Okay, and back in September 30th at $15, went all the way up to 55. I mean, this green dot signal right here on the weekly called this thing out. That was a 235% move all the way to the top. So now that he won, everyone's probably super excited and they're thinking, oh, it's going to go way up. But you know, the charts say otherwise. Okay, and I don't know. It's just too volatile. In my opinion, like I told you guys at the beginning of the video, if they're already talking about it, you're too late to the party. Okay, we should have been buying DJT in September, right here. Okay, this was when we should have been buying DJT. Okay, not way up here, right? Down here. Boom. Okay, September, right before October. That thing ran all the way up to 55. 235% move on that. And we got, what else? We got Sabor here. We got 2-Chip Dave. I like this question. I bought J Blue today. And by the way, guys, if you guys have questions throughout the week, try to put them in this chart requests thread, even if it's not about a stock or a crypto or a chart. Put them in here, and I could go through them on these videos as well. He said, I bought J Blue today at 6:02. This was yesterday. A newbie to swing trading. What do you all recommend in regards to a stop loss? Maybe at 5.50 or a trailing stop loss of 50 cents, or does it normally matter? Thanks, guys. It's a good question. And stop losses are probably the most hard thing to understand when you're just getting started. You know, we use deviations here. So again, J Blue, this was on the watch list this week too. We called this out on Monday. October is when it got that green candle there. Okay, the green dot. So the dot is green. So therefore, we're bullish on the name, right? We're in here on the daily and we're looking for entries. And I called this thing out here on Tuesday in the Discord, I believe. One of my favorite setups, right? They actually beat. They didn't just beat. They crushed their earnings on what they were expected to. On what they were expected to do, right? By 24%. So that's a good thing. And they sold off on that. So you can see they sold off into where? Into, boom, into the green line on the Bollinger Bands, right? And by the way, guys, if you guys don't have this indicator or the Bollinger Bands, I highly recommend coming over here and getting the trading indicator. You guys get everything I'm using on this chart when you guys go through and you go to the website and you purchase the indicator. It loads right into your TradingView account, and you could start getting the red and green dots. You guys can identify the levels using our Bollinger Bands here. And I got all the settings and everything all set up for you guys and ready to go. So it's just a couple clicks and boom, your chart looks exactly like mine. So with J Blue, okay, we had this big run up. They beat their earnings, but sometimes, stocks will sell off when they beat. So it sold off all the way down to what? Down to 550. So what you're asking here is about a stop loss, and you asked if it should be at 550. 550 was a great level to set it, okay, right there, okay. Your entry should have been on this first green candle right here on the doji on Tuesday, and that was when I called it out in the alert section there. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle pullback here on the daily, okay, with a monthly green dot showing. This was an excellent entry. You said you got in at 602. Looks like you got as high as 633 and it's sitting at 609 right now. So I like this one with a stop loss at 550. I think that's a great stop loss, but I wouldn't worry about a stop loss really until you see a red dot on the chart. If you get a red dot on the chart, okay, that is when you can set your stop loss. I talked about that earlier. I don't know what stock we were talking about, but when you get the red dot, right, that's when you want to set the stop loss. Okay, the stop loss comes when you get the red dot. Okay, and there's a million different ways to do it, but if you have a stop loss on this thing, I think you're right when setting it at 550, just because this is where we bottomed, right? It sold off, and then the selling stopped there at 550. That just means the buyers stepped back in and took control, right? The sellers, and then boom, they tried to flush it under 550, but the buyers in this area were too strong. So you're right when setting it right there at 550 at the bottom of the candle, right? You get the green dot on. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is just to wait for the red dot. And if the red dot closes, okay, that is when you can either sell or set your stop loss at the bottom of that level, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope that answers your question, but good call on the 550 stop loss. And it looks like you got in around 602. Okay, my entry probably would have been closer to 580 on this candle right here, because again, red, boom, green. There's your entry candle. Okay, that doji candle with the Hakashis, those are powerful reversal candles. Okay, look at this one that came back here. Boom. Reversal candle, rip. But I really like this trade. I would look to sell. My target would probably be up here around $8 into that red Bollinger Band there, or when this light blue line hits this stochastic RSI, or of course if a red dot closes. Okay, if the red dot closes red, meaning we end the day red, you want to sell. Okay, you want to get out, and then you can always get back in. See how this one closed here? Then you can always get back in, boom, on the green dot there. So good entry on this. I still like J Blue. It's one of my favorite stock plays right now. And as long as the last dot remains green on the daily there, I'd remain bullish on that name. And you can go ahead and keep your stop loss at that 550 level right here at the bottom of this candle right there. That was the low of that candle. Cobra said Octa. Oh, Octa. I believe that is a stock. Let's check the monthly. The monthly's still red. So the monthly's still coming down here. Not sure what this stock does. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys can come over here to the research tool and type in /info, hit enter, and then type in the ticker. So I'll type in Octa here. Boom. And hit enter. And then you guys can read more about the company. So it's a $13 billion market cap. Okay, and you can see operates as an identity partner of the United States and internationally. The company Octa suit for products and services used to manage and secure identities such as single sign-on, and enables users to access applications in the cloud or on the premises from various devices. Blah, 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 right? You can read the description. I like to pay attention to the market cap, okay, and then obviously the charts, but the monthly chart has been absolutely freaking destroyed here, okay? That doesn't mean it can't set up. Again, we got some big consolidation here. What I'd wait for on Octa is a green dot, and it looks like they got earnings coming up on December 3rd. So wait for that green dot there on Octa. We got MDB. See, MDB has a green reversal candle here, but no green dot yet. I'd be in here on the daily. Okay, this one doesn't look like a bad one to trade here on the daily. Okay, again, big sell-off. Boom, green candle, green dot, rip it, pull back, green candle, green dot, rip it, pull back, green dot, rip it, Okay, so we'll see. I'm not really sure about this one here. December 4th is their earnings, so you got a couple weeks. Well, you got about a month until their earnings. Watch for this one to break out over 300. It looks like it wants to. Let me look at the weekly real quick. Again, I can just kind of consolidate in here with a green dot on the weekly. So if you're in this one, make sure you set a stop loss at the bottom of this green candle right here at 269.19. That's where the green dot came. Okay, the stop loss can go at the bottom of the green candle. You get the green dot on and rip it up. Okay, rip that thing up. Doesn't look bad here. Okay, it's trying to reverse here on the monthly. If it reverses and goes back into the Bollinger Band like it did there, it should hit about 450. So this one's going to deeply depend on their earnings, but it looks like they have beat their earnings since the beginning of time. They've never missed one of their earnings. So that's pretty impressive there on MDB. And I don't really know what this one is either. So again, come over here, type in /info MDB. This works for stocks and cryptocurrencies. You guys can look them up using the research tool if you guys are a member over here. And looks like a database platform host database as a service solution. It's a $21 billion market cap and is headquartered in New York. So interesting software play there. I hate not. I can't buy things unless they have a green dot on the monthly. That's just my rule, folks. But it does have a green candle. So if it's a green candle, I might consider it, but it's better when it has the green dot. So we'll see if that one, if it breaks out over 300, that green dot should come and appear there. But until that happens, we're sitting on our hands. Here's X. This is United States Steel Corporation. And you guys know Donald Trump is very pro-America. So they say when he won, you were supposed to buy oil and steel companies for manufacturing and things like that. This has a green dot. So this is something, again, that's on the watch list. You guys can see the green list. This is my watch list for every week, and I update you guys on this once a week. It'll either be on Saturdays or on Mondays. I'll probably drop this week's on Saturdays just because I'm not traveling. But with that being said, okay, you got the green dot here on the monthly chart. Now that you have the green dot on the monthly chart, okay, boom, we've identified it. And by the way, those are called out over here in the alert section. You guys get all the daily and the monthly alerts. You see Google is actually showing a monthly green dot as well. We had a few more monthlies go off. GME went off. Disney went off on the monthly. Okay, X went off on the monthly. You can see we're looking at that right now. But that's a beautiful, beautiful breakout candle here, guys. I mean, this is a fantastic breakout on X. So when you zoom into the monthly, or when you zoom into the daily now, right? Because once we get this confirmation, that's when we want to get on the daily. Oh, look at that. XLM. Got on the spot, baby. Look at that. Let's go, man. Live, dude. We just called that out. Wow. XLM green on the monthly. Beautiful, dude. BEA beautiful. Okay. Okay, so it's triggering on that candle, not the Hakashis, but wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, dude. Okay, I said, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. XLM, you guys saw that live here. That is getting called out right here, right now. That is good for both XRP and XLM. You can see XRP's up about 2% today. I'm all in XRP right now, guys. That's the only thing I'm currently holding. I don't think they've really taken off yet like some of the other coins like Dodge. I don't think they've had this move even happen yet. So you're seeing that XLM signal live there. So I'm actually moving that to my green list now because, again, we got a green dot on the monthly. So that is now in the overkill watch list there. So beautiful, beautiful setup here on XLM to go long on. Wow. I'm gonna notify you guys on that here. Bang. Let's go, baby. Crypto's the trade right now, folks. I truly, truly believe crypto is the trade. Look at that. Boom. Green dot. You got the Hakashi showing and the... yeah. Wow. I love it. I love to see it, baby. Let's go. We're out here, man. We're out here. Overkill army, baby. Oh, let's go. Okay, so back to X here. This is steel. Same thing. Green dot on the monthly chart. It's in our watch list. And we're in here on the daily now. So I don't typically just like to rush into trades when I see that, right? When I see that monthly dot. Okay, so that came in, it's coming in November, right? So what we want to wait for now is a pullback. We got to be patient because we're expecting this thing, when it gives us a green dot, we're expecting it to go up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, right? Could be 4 months, could be 5 months, but the trade will come, right? Look at this. Shares, see, increased 8.5% following Donald Trump's election, driven by expanded domestic support and potential tariffs on foreign steel. So what Donald Trump's trying to do is bring the manufacturing back to the United States. So that means United States oil companies, right? United States steel companies, anything that has to do with manufacturing or energy in the United States, investors are excited about that, right? Because Trump's policies are good for these companies, if that makes sense. Okay, so X in this case is, in my opinion, a really, really good trade. So what we want to wait for on X is a 4-candle pullback, at least a 4-candle. We want one of these drawdowns, right? And typically we want to buy when this blue wave is down here, okay, giving us a green dot, bang, okay, boom. This was the entry on X right there, $35, rip. Okay, it had the green dot yesterday after Trump got elected, but in my opinion, it just ran too hot. It's already up 10%. So what I'm looking for is a little bit of a pullback. You can see how we're into the red line right now. Okay, we're into the red line. Typically, you want to wait for a pullback either into the blue line on the Bollinger Band or into the green line. I don't think you're going to get it into the green line because I think this is going to be a really bullish trade over the next few months. But we got to be patient here, right? It doesn't mean just go all in right now here at 42. Okay, long term, that might be all right. But what you want to wait for is something like this, okay? A pullback, sideways, rip, right? Pullback, rip, okay? Pullback, rip. Okay, downtrend, 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 boom. Here's the start of it, boom. Pull it back, rip. So you can see when it moves like this, it'll probably go up for another week, and then it will have a pullback eventually. Because you could see, right, this stochastic RSI will probably be up here at the white dotted line come next week. And we don't like to buy when that stochastic's up there at the white dotted line. We like to buy when it's down here at 0, because look where the price is. Right here on October, $34. Okay, it ripped all the way up to 43. So I think steel is going to be a really good trade in the future, and that thing's going to be on the watch list until we get that pullback, ideally when this blue wave is down here. My favorite time to buy on the daily is when the blue wave is below our white line down here. That's below 40 on the trading indicator. Boom. That's when you like to buy. That's when I like to buy, right there. Bang. Okay, and then set your stop loss. If you get stopped out, great. Okay, get back in. Boom. Rip. Okay, so steel's going to be a good trade. I just wait for that one to cool off a little bit and pull back. If you're in the trade, great. I'd look to sell into some strength here. Probably look for the breakout of like 42, 43, and then watch for a target of maybe 48 to 50 up here at past resistance, right? Past resistance is where we can identify targets, right? If that thing hits 50, I'd probably take some off the table, but everything's green right now, so not sure where your entry is or if you're looking to buy or sell, but again, we want to buy when this wave is down here. I do think this is going to be bullish over the next 6-7 months. So if you're going long on it based on a monthly chart, you'd probably be fine here entering at 42. But I do think you're going to get a nice technical pullback just like you got right here. Boom, and an opportunity to buy just like that. BABA. A lot of you guys have been asking about the BABA trade. I was a little worried about this one just because of the Trump presidency. Looks like they have earnings on Friday of next week. So the monthly is green. The monthly turned green back here at 72. It's now sitting at 112. It's sitting about 90, about $100 today. But you can see this one's very choppy right now. So we're getting consolidation here. 94.50 is going to be the stop loss on this one. Okay, that's just where we wicked down to yesterday, and then we rip right back up with a green dot today. So holding into earnings next week will be a gamble, but I would look for this one to break out maybe back to 115 here. Okay, right around there where we hit last time. That would be into our Bollinger Band. And yeah, this one, Chinese stocks are so up and down for me in the past. They're just really hard to get a grasp on. I don't know what it is about them, but sometimes they give a lot of mixed signals, as you can see down here. We've just been consolidating. And Trump's going to be hard on China. So he's been very clear about that. He's going to put tariffs on them and stuff like that. So I don't know how that's going to affect BABA. I really don't. And Baidu was another Chinese trade that we pointed out sometime last week. The charts just look exactly the same. I just don't understand it. Like they're exactly the same. You look at Baidu, you look at BABA, you look at NEO. They all just look the exact same. I don't get it. It's weird. But We'll see what happens. Okay, Baba, I just got a stop loss on that one at 94, call it 94.50. The dot is green today, so I continue to hold that name. And if you want to move your stop loss up, move it up to, don't move it up. Just keep it right there. Call it 95. 95 is your stop loss there on Baba. And DJT from Drippy. How you doing, Drippy? What's up, my brother? Okay, Drippy, I'd just be waiting. I like the monthly one on this one. Okay, monthly's got the green dot there, November 1st. Okay, so the monthly's green. It's coming right back down into the top of the candle where we hit. What you want to wait for is a green dot on the chart. Okay, green dot on the daily chart, and that will be your entry. Okay, just wait for this thing to cool off. Okay, as a trader, again, I am looking. We should be looking to buy when no one else is really talking about it. Okay, up here is where things get really, really choppy. Okay, choppy. Okay, very volatile. You can see it's down 19% today. Okay, we want to wait for this cool, calm action. Okay, like you're seeing here on XLM. Okay, on the monthly, just calmness, right? Going sideways. I do think DJT will be a good trade, but just wait for that green daily. Okay, wait for the green daily dot. It showed up yesterday and then it faded away. So this one's a little too volatile for me to trade right now. I think a lot of people are in on the 15-minute on this one and the 5-minute and so on and so forth, day trading it, but this volatility is insane. Okay, I don't like to trade stuff that's going up and down 20, 30% a day. That's just, it's too much for my heart to bear, if you guys know what I mean. And again, everyone's already talking about it. So we need to focus on something else now. Okay, we need to focus on something else that's kind of silent and no one's really talking about it. Like XLM, you guys saw the monthly dot called out here live. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, and I'm happy too because again, my only current holding is XRP right now, and that one hasn't even reversed to green yet. So we'll see what happens there. But DJT too volatile right now. Too volatile for me. I'd encourage you to wait for the green dot if you want to buy it and then set a stop loss at the bottom of it. XLM we covered. Mr. Mayhem says SLI. You said they had earnings tomorrow. Nice pullback here on the daily. It's a lithium stock. Again, holding into earnings is always a gamble, but I really like lithium stocks. Another lithium stock is ALB. CrowdStrike, monthly dot. Monthly dot here live, CrowdStrike. Bada bing, bada boom. Congratulations. You've just earned yourself back into the green list there. So CrowdStrike is now on the looking to buy list here. That thing has earnings coming up in 2 weeks. But again, we don't want to buy into the green. We want to buy after at least a 4-candle pullback here on the daily. But that signal came, looks like yesterday, and that thing's ripping up. Beautiful, beautiful monthly candle here, though. We got 2 monthly alerts here on the video. That doesn't normally happen, okay? Because monthly dots are very rare, guys. I mean, this one, right, it went green, and it didn't switch for, like, over a year and a half, right? These things come monthly candles form once a month. So when you see a green dot on the monthly chart, that's extremely bullish. And you saw XLM and Crowd both going off. So now you just got to get in here to XLM and CrowdStrike and wait for the pullbacks here. Wow, XLM's just ripping right now, folks. Whew! I think, hey, folks, this is what we've been waiting for this crypto move for the last, I don't even know how long, dude. I mean, it's been a long time coming, right? March is where we topped out on a lot of the names. Okay, look at this. Wow. Okay, that's the daily, but this is where we topped out back in what? March 2024. It is now November 2024, so it's been a long time. 6-7 months is a long time, right? This is the major bear market we were in, right? Nobody was talking about Bitcoin here in 2018, 2023, right, when we were at 19,000. Everybody forgot about it, right, because we were in despair. Nobody was talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, nobody. But now you see all these politicians and all the news channels and all the media. They're all just, oh, yeah, baby. So I think we're kind of coming into enthusiasm here in the crypto market. I think into the end of the year, I think especially into Thanksgiving and the holidays, right, they want you talking about it to your family and friends at the Christmas tree and around the table because they want to sell it to you guys up here. So I think we're going to get a really big run up here into the end of the year. I think we're somewhere in this area. Okay, enthusiasm. I definitely think we're in enthusiasm in the crypto markets right now. And I think there's just going to be a massive, I think Bitcoin's going to be at 100K by the end of the year. Easy. 100K easy. And everything else, all the altcoins and everything are going to follow. And then there's going to come a time where we're going to need to take profits. Okay, there's going to come a time where we need to take profits and get out because we do not want to sit through one of these. Okay, this was 2023 right here on Bitcoin. We don't want to sit through this. We don't want to watch our accounts go from 70 all the way down to 20 or 15, right? Those forever holders, those guys are idiots. Okay, we want to sell at the top. Okay, we want to get out in this area and be buying down in this area. These markets don't move up and down. They move in cycles. They move in waves. Okay, waves, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, whew. So beautiful. BEA, beautiful, man. SLI, sorry, your request. I'm a freaking squirrel sometimes, I swear. Okay, but SLI looks good. From a monthly standpoint, I really like it. Okay, we're trending up, right? We got green candles trending up. Again, earnings is always a gamble, so I wouldn't bank on earnings, but I do like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle pullback. You said they got earnings tomorrow, so if you wanted to play earnings, how I would recommend playing it is I would take half of your position. So say you wanted to put in $10,000 into the position. I would take $5,000 and I would put it in before the earnings. Because again, earnings can cause us to go rip. And then $5,000 after. Or you could just wait. Because if we sell off down to like 160, that'd be epic. Okay, I like this one. All the lithium plays look good. My lithium play I'm watching is LIT, L-I-T. This is an ETF. So this is like buying a bunch of different ones at once. These ones like SLI. I want to check the market cap on this for you. SLI. Standard lithium here. So it's not even $1 billion market cap. So very, very low. If you guys don't know what lithium is, they use it to make all the batteries for like smartphones and the cars and stuff like that. So it's a needed material, kind of like steel. And it's been hit really hard over the last 2-3 years. But this one looks very interesting. I'm actually going to go ahead and add this one to my watch list. I'll go ahead and set up an alert for you here. That will be called out. I do like lithium here. I really do like lithium. I think lithium has a good few, probably next year is going to be really good. And this chart is just really strong. You see up and to the right. That's perfect. Okay, so if you guys want to know how to set alerts, let me just go slow for you guys. I have to do this custom coding because I call out all the alerts over here in the Discord. Okay, I call out all the alerts over here in the Discord. And what you need to do is you need to come down here to the indicators. Once you buy the indicator, once you have the indicator, you just have to right click on it down here and hit add alert. Okay, and then this pops up. So when I'm setting alerts for the green dots, I always use the small green dot just because that calls out all of them. These are just different types of dots. But if you set everything for a green dot, which is the small green dot, okay, you just click on it. And then down here, you could just hit create. But I actually like to set it to once per bar so I don't have to go through and reset it. And then expiration right here is something you also want to pay attention to. I pay for a certain type of trading view in my account that allows me to set open-ended alerts. So if it wasn't open-ended, right, you'd have to set it so all the way to Saturday the 30th or whatever. But I like paying for the trading view to give me the open-ended. So that means I can set it once per bar and I never have to set the alert ever again. And I can come in here and hit create. And then what that's going to do is it's going to send you an email. You're going to get a notification in the app. Okay, you're going to get a notification that you've been seeing here pop up in trading view. Okay, so on and so forth. So all you'd have to do is hit create after that. Again, set it for the small green dot. Okay, and then for the sell signals, if you guys want to be told when to sell on the sell signals, set it for the small red dot. Okay, and then there's the big red dot as well. The difference between the big and the small is the big ones have this shaded area up here. Okay, here's a big red dot right here, and here's a big green dot down here. So if you were just setting it for a big green dot, only this one would have been called out. This one wouldn't have been called out. That one wouldn't have been called out. That one wouldn't have been called out. I just like to set it for a small one so I can see every single one. And then you can come over here to this tab right here under the alert section. Okay, and what you could do is you can see. So I could set this as a filter to time triggered newest first. So this will tell me, you can see these are all from today. Today is November 7th. You can see this went off today, this went off today, this went off today. All these went off today. So I can literally just come here and click on it. It will pull up the chart and it will show me. Boom. Okay, here's NEO on the daily. Boom. Pulls up the daily chart of NEO. Here's Google on the monthly. I can click on Google on the monthly and see, boom, it's showing a green dot on the monthly. Okay, and then I can add it to my list and so on and so forth, okay, using this flag here. So I use the green, the red, and the blue. But that's how you set alerts. So if you guys have questions about that, feel free to reach out or holler at me. Let's go big chart here. Let's look at the full screen now, huh? SLI, I told you. Let's go back to that request for you here. So you can see, yeah, green on the monthly, wonderful. Let's look for the daily and look for the daily monthly dot. This could move really big on earnings. It could either miss and come all the way back down to our green line. If it comes down here to 150, I'd say eat it up. Okay, but it's got earnings Friday, so keep an eye on that. I like this pullback. It's setting up really nice. The only thing that's missing is a daily green dot there for you. BTC from Carlos. Yeah, dude. All-time highs, blue sky breakout. We got the green dot there on the 6th after Trump got the win. Look at that volume candle coming in. Big dick candle right there, dude. Wow. Okay, big volume there. And yes, it's got the monthly that we called out at the beginning of the month. That was called out around 64, 65. And the daily is pushing up now. So you probably look to take some profits on Bitcoin when this stochastic RSI, the light blue line, gets closer to the white dotted line. I think this thing is going to hit 100K by the end of the year, dude. I think we got another 1 or 2 months of going up. And then I think altcoins are just going to absolutely skyrocket here. I don't like that full screen, but Bitcoin looks really good. Super bullish on it. Okay, wait for a red dot or for the stochastic to hit that white dotted line up here. This thing's going to be very volatile over the next couple of days to weeks, I'd imagine. So, I mean, I'm super bullish on crypto as a whole, guys. Like, I really think the bull market is coming. It's confirmed with that Trump presidency. He is the crypto president. I mean, he's pro-crypto. He's been announcing that for the last, I don't even know how many months. So, and things green on the monthly. So we got to expect the next few months are going to be green, which means upward price action. So if you want to trade this thing, okay, wait for the green dots. You got this green dot right here at 70. Okay, you also got one down here in October at 60. You got one right here in October at 67. I'm not a big fan of buying up 10, 20, 30%, but with the way these charts are looking, I don't know. I mean, I think Bitcoin's about to do the rippity-dippity. So I'd probably actually be watching the weekly here for a red dot. Okay, so I think we got a few more weeks of just going up on Bitcoin. If it pulls back like it did here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that 4-bar pullback I've been talking about, boom. There's your entry candle, right? The doji, rip. Oh my goodness. Okay, Bitcoin's just bullish, dude. I just hold that one. I'd hold it. If it hits 100K, I'd probably take some off the table. That'd be a good target. AMD, I believe we covered. Right, they missed their earnings. Boom, got flushed on. It's trying to reverse here, so if you want to play this one, it's red on the monthly like we talked about, but I'd probably put a stop loss around 142. It does have a green dot today, so it doesn't mean we can't bounce back up here to 175. Unfortunately, they missed their earnings, though, and I don't like the fact that the monthly chart is red, right? We like to trade with the trend, not against it. So if you're in that one, set that stop loss at, call it 142, 143. Google from MedMan. How you doing, brother? Monthly chart today showing green. So what we can do is we can add it to our watch list, right? It's on the green list now, and I got to go edit this thing today. I'm going to drop a video probably on Saturday, and we're going to go over the weekly watch list for you guys. I mean, I think everything on the watch list this week was green. Everything is up that we called out on Monday. Just a beautiful, beautiful week. A really, really profitable week. DJT obviously kind of went the other way there. They're flushing out all the weak hands there. But everything else besides DJT was green. Look at Zillow up 23% today. Riot was a big, big winner. Okay, that went from 9 all the way up to 12. That was a 35% move, and I don't think that thing's done yet. But we'll edit this thing. I'll go over this on Saturday for you guys, so make sure you hit the bell to be notified. It'll also be called out over here in the latest tab in the Discord. You guys can watch all my past YouTube videos right here inside this tab. So you guys will get alerted if you're in the Discord when I drop a new video on YouTube. We also got shorts dropping every day on TikTok. I do charts of the day on TikTok and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe for those. Those are called out over here in the chart section and the short section. We also got news over here. You guys can get all the breaking news. You can see Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 2.5 basis points, dude. That's also very bullish for the markets, baby. I'm telling you, folks, it's coming. The bull run is coming. It's here, actually. It's here right now. So this is insane. This is absolutely insane. We're sitting in the middle of it, dude. We're sitting in the middle of one of the biggest financial shifts in the history of the United States. Okay? Wow. Back to Google. Again, green dot on the monthly. So what are we doing? We're in here on the daily. Okay? We're in here on the daily now looking for a pullback. Okay? Waiting for a pullback on, what is this called? Google. I'd put a stop loss at 174 if you're in it right now. Look to take profits when the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, hits that white dotted line up there. Okay, but I like it. Monthly getting called out today on Goog there. BCH and Litecoin. Good request. These are like the OG altcoins, dude. And look at that. That one's got a reversal candle as well there on the monthly. So I definitely be, this is on the watch list, right? Green candle or green dot came yesterday. See, it's into our red line here. If you're holding that thing, set a stop loss at 350. Okay, and look to sell when that stochastic RSI gets back up there to the white dotted line. Honestly, this thing looks like it wants to explode too. Okay, looks really, really good. The monthly chart, okay, take the daily out of it. The monthly looks extremely, extremely bullish. Let's check Litecoin. Okay, I'd be long that. And look at that. Litecoin's also got a green dot showing up. So BCH didn't have the green dot yet, but you saw XLM didn't have it there at the beginning, and then it came. Okay, this one is either going to come this month or next month. So I'd be long BCH here. Okay, I'd be long BCH based on the monthly. And then Litecoin, same thing. Okay, the monthly dots are the most bullish indications from the indicator. Okay, and this doesn't mean it's going to go up tomorrow or the next day, right? We could pull back. A monthly dot is telling you in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, we're going to be higher. Okay, that 2, 3, 4, 5 months, right? Doesn't mean tomorrow, the next day, we're going to be up here at 255, right? It means in the next 4, 5, 6 months, this thing is going to explode. And I cannot believe the Fed just cut rates. I mean, holy shit. I mean, they were expected to, but I mean, it's just one good thing after the next, right? That's happening right now. And it's insane. So prepare for volatility because, I mean, things are going to be up and down like crazy. Okay, so Litecoin, if you're in it right now, set a stop loss at 67.49, or just wait for a red dot. I mean, I think these charts are gonna. I think crypto's about to explode, folks. So if your chart has a green candle or a green dot showing right now, I would buy it because by the looks of it, it looks like we're about to absolutely explode. Cobra says Okta and MDB. We covered those. DKNG. I think they had earnings this week. It's trying to be a pretty long video. Oh, shit. We've been at it for an hour, folks. We're out here, man. If you're still in the video, smash the like, baby. Let's go. You're still here. Smash the like. DJT still green here, but they got earnings tomorrow. So, again, earnings is always a gamble. It's always a gamble. It's pumping up into earnings. So, big volume coming in here. I'd be careful. I'd be careful here on DKNG. Okay? Because, again, if they miss their earnings tomorrow, it could get ugly, but also if they beat their earnings, this thing could absolutely skyrocket. So what I would do is set a stop loss at 36. Again, holding into earnings is always a gamble. If you want to take that gamble, go for it. But I would definitely set a stop loss and make sure we do not break down below this candle right here at 35.96 there on DKNG. But nice move over the last couple of days. GoPro. I haven't seen this one in a long time. That one's got a green candle on the monthly, but they got earnings tomorrow as well. So, again, I can't really sit here and tell you what direction it's going to go into earnings. The indicator says up, but it could be wrong, right? If they miss their earnings, they're going to get crushed, okay? They're going to get crushed. But 133 would be your stop loss on GoPro there. We got Riot Blockchain. Riot is green on the monthly too. This was also called out in the Discord at the beginning of the month on November 1st and had that nice 3-day pullback, green candle. This was your entry candle right here, and that thing ripped up. It's up over 30% off of this green candle. and I'd just be a holder of this name. I continue to hold until the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, gets back into that white dotted line there. GIVO, but Riot again. If Bitcoin goes, Riot's going to go too. So green on the monthly, I would not be looking to sell. I'd be looking to go long and buy these pullbacks and sell into strength, right? Sell into the strength. When that stochastic RSI gets back up there to the white dotted line, boom, take your profits, or at least take some off the table. Here's GIVO, GEVO. Wow, daily's getting wrecked here. Let me go to the log. Okay, still green here on the monthly. I don't know what this thing is, but looks like they had a stock split or something. And they got earnings coming up here tomorrow too. So you guys are looking to gamble, aren't you? Okay, you want to see what they're going to do into earnings? I don't know. I can never tell what direction it's going to go till after earnings. But if this thing sells off to like $1, which would be like a massive, that'd be a 50% drop, which wouldn't be good. No idea what GIVO is, but I just wait on the green dot. Wait for the green dot on GEVO. XLU, this is the utilities ETF. This looks good today. Boom. Take the entry on this today. $77 is your stop loss. Okay, or just call it 76.50. Nice reversal candle today. Looks like the green dot's going to come tomorrow. I would be taking an entry on this. It's also got a green dot still on the monthly. If you're taking a trade on this, make sure 76.50 holds. That's the bottom. That's the bottom of these candles right here, right? You want to make sure that level right there is going to hold. And I like how deep the blue wave is. It hasn't been this deep since back in this area. So if that breaks, right, you just wait and be patient. Okay, wait for a green dot. It'll probably come tomorrow, like I said. If you get a red one, you just sell it and get back in on the next one and then ride the wave. Okay, if you're losing, that's a 1% risk for 6% to the upside. That's 7 to 1 right there. So 7% to the upside, 1% to the downside. XLU looks good. Okay, it looks good. Wait for the green dot, though. Lucid, LCID. Lucid, ooh, ugly, dude. Red, ugly. Short it. Medben says Intel looks like a green monthly doji. Look at that. My boy. Calling the bangers out here, baby. Let's go. Okay, breaking out here. Intel breaking out. Chip maker here. So it's green doji on the monthly. Yes, you're right. What we need to do is be disciplined now and wait for the blue wave. Okay, wait for the next green dot. Okay, if you want to play it right this second, put a stop loss at $24. But personally, I want to wait for the first pullback. You want the first pullback after the shift on the monthly. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. So Intel is going to set up really nice. I'm actually going to put that one on the blue list. So normally I'll put it on the blue list. So I have you can see I have the green list, my red list, and my blue list. My red list, I think Lyft is actually green on the monthly now. Yes, it is. So that one's going on the blue list. I have to go through these. I do this once a week. So obviously if something moves this week, I got to go through. So I'm going to adjust my watch list this week, and then I'll get back to you guys on Saturday, and we'll go over the watch list for next week. On Saturday's video. But to explain my list, the green list is the list where I'm actively looking for buys, right? On Zillow, okay, it was on the green list because, again, the blue wave is way down here on the daily with a green dot on the monthly. So I'm looking to buy things with the wave down here below my line, right? So this thing was in my list since Thursday, okay, right here at 59. Okay, not way up here because I'm too late. Down here at 59 because the wave is down here. So I want to catch the daily wave down in this area, ideally below the 40 line, which is that solid white line down there on the indicator, just like it was back here, August 8th. Boom, rip, pull back. That one wasn't quite as far down, but it still gave you a green dot there and ripped. Okay, and then you're seeing this Zillow just freaking blast off here on earnings. Beautiful, beautiful candle there. But if it's down there below, if the blue wave is below the 0 line, it's on my green list. If the dot is green or the candle is green on the monthly chart, but the daily is too extended, like for example, Visa. See, the Visa's way up here on the wave. Okay, Visa, I wanted to buy down here when the blue wave was down here. Okay, so if it's on my blue list, I'm typically waiting for the wave to pull back down below 0. Okay, look at MasterCard above it. Look at Roblox above it. Look at Litecoin. Litecoin's down below it. Okay, I'm actually putting Litecoin on the green list there. Look at Amazon. Okay, above it. So these all have a green dot on the monthly, but their daily waves are too extended. So I can just come in here to my blue list and I can look at Match down 18% today. That's insane. That's the dating app. But I can scroll through it, right? Really quickly normally. Okay, and I can see, okay, Palantir, nope, above it. DAL, no, above it. CCL, no, above it. SHIB, no, above it. A-Firm, no, above it. But, right, it would have been down here last Wednesday. Okay, I would have been looking for an entry. So if I see that this wave, it's sold off this week, I can move it to my green list by right-clicking and clicking green. So green, I'm actively looking. Blue, I'm looking for a pullback below zero on the wave. Okay, but again, the blue ones have the red, or I'm sorry, the green monthly. So you can see A-Firm is green on the monthly. So this is like my runner-up list right here. It's green on the monthly. And then my red list, all these names should have a, these all have red on the monthly, except it could change, right? So typically I'll go through this like once or twice a month and see. Okay, see, red candle, don't want it. Okay, red candle, don't want it. CRO, red candle. CRO looks like it wants to reverse though. DKNG is now green, so like I can move that to my blue. Okay, it's not green on the dot, but it's green on the candle, right? So green candle or green dot. Typically green dot is what I want. Same thing, AVAX, red. MU green candle, so I can move that to my blue list. So I'll just go through this. So that's a way to organize your watch list and stuff like that. That's what you guys are looking for. So back to Intel here. Again, looks good on the monthly chart. Really good on the monthly chart. Nice doji reversal. We love to see that. And we got the stop loss set at $24. $24 is our stop loss. Put it right there at the bottom of this first candle, right there at $23.50. Okay. And see how it's touching the stochastic, though? That's why I don't want to buy. I want to wait for that first pullback now that we got the shift on the monthly, because it will come, right? It will come. I want to buy the next green dot on Intel, okay? And if you're already in it, just maybe take some off and use a stop loss there at 23. Just set it at 23.50, and if it breaks, you get out. Here's B Mark. Got the last two here. Dollar Tree. Ugly. Okay, the wave is way down here. But again, you want that shift. Okay, this thing's just getting absolutely annihilated. Okay, don't catch a falling knife here, brother. Yes, it's way overextended, but just wait for the green dot or the first green candle. Okay, and then you can trade it. But wow, that thing's selling off hard, really hard. Snow on the monthly. Okay, Snow's got a reversal here on the monthly. So this one's going to make its way in. I don't even think I have alerts set up for this. So let me go ahead. Again, use right click, hit add alert, once per bar. I set it for the green dot. You guys don't have to add, you guys shouldn't add that code in. Just, it'll email you. It'll say buy small circle. I just use this code so it gets called out in the Discord. So I set one on the monthly chart and then I set one on the daily chart. Okay, but B Mark, if you're watching this right now, okay, Snow looks really good. Snow is my favorite play there. And I would use the stop loss right there at 113, and you're looking at a reversal candle right there on Snow. They do have earnings next Wednesday, but that is a beautiful, beautiful doji candle there on the monthly. That green dot should come this month or next month as long as they don't blow their earnings. I'd definitely be taking a position on Snow rather than Dollar Tree there. Snow looks good. And that is it for the request today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. If you guys need me, go ahead and hit me up over inside the Discord or email me. My email is right here under the server rules at overkillinvestingclub.com. You guys can get access to my free trading course over here. I also have the trading indicator, which will get you all of the stuff you see on my screen over here in TradingView. All you got to do is click that link. If you guys want to become a member, it's about $4 a month right now. You guys can join over 400 plus like-minded investors. We got chat going on all day long. You guys can see my trades. You guys get all the alerts, the weekly watch list. You guys have the ability to request charts and stuff like that when you are a member over here for future videos. It's free to join. The link is down in the description and pinned in the comment section. And a quick announcement, guys, I've had a few people reaching out to me telling me that they have been receiving messages from people interpreting me, trying to pretend to be me. I just want to let you guys know that I will never DM you on Discord first. Okay, I'll never send you a message first. If you guys want to send me a message, okay, what you can do is just click my name, and I think you can send a message that way. Hold on. let me send one to B Mark here. So I can click on B Mark here and I can send him a message. Okay, you can do that to me, but I will never, ever, 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 ever DM you first, okay, or ask you to send me money or cryptocurrency. The only things that I offer that you can buy are the trading indicator and the membership to my Discord. Everything else, everyone else is a scam. My only social media accounts are listed down here in the Discord. Okay, here's the link to my YouTube, here's the link to my Twitter, and here's the link to my TikTok. That is it, folks. I will never scam you, ask for money, anything like that. I'm here to help, here to educate, and here to provide value. So if you got some value out of this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys Saturday for the watch list, and we're going to stay on top of this thing, folks. Hang in there, and let's end this week on a green one. Peace.